Welcome third year student, ordinary and partial differential equation, video number 18, unit number 3, power series method, and this is video of power series solution of first order differential equation, means solution of differential equation by power series solution of first order differential equation. Assume that y is equal to sigma an x raised to n varies from 0 to infinity is travel solution. Means assume that the solution of differential equation is y equal to sigma an x raised to n. Expansion of this series, put n is 0, so a0 x raised to 0 means x raised to 0 is 1 means only a0 plus n is 1, so a1 x raised to 1 means a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus a4x raised to 4 plus dot dot dot. Assume that y is equal to this series is travel solution of given differential equation. Then find out y dash derivative of this function. Y dash equal to a0 is a constant, its derivative is 0 plus a1 derivative of x is 1 means first term is a1 plus a2 derivative of x square is 2x plus a3 derivative of x cube is 3x square plus a4 derivative of x raised to 4 is 4x cube plus dot dot dot. Write down this series in sigma notation as sigma n varies from, instead of 0 here first term is 1, so n varies from 1 to infinity an into n x raised to n minus 1. Now write down this series from n varies from 0 to infinity. So equal to sigma n varies from 0 to infinity. So replace n by n plus 1. So a of n plus 1, replace n by n plus 1. So n plus 1 into x raised to n. Now y double dash, write down y double dash, double derivative. Now derivative of this series, derivative of a1 is 0 because a1 is constant, derivative is 0. Plus 2a2, derivative of x is 1, so only 2a2. Plus 3a3, derivative of x square is 2x, 2 into 3, 6a3x. Plus 4a4, derivative of x cube is 3x square, 3 4s are 12a4x square, plus dot dot dot. Write down this series in sigma notation. Sigma n varies from 1 to infinity, an plus 1 into n plus 1 into x raised to n minus 1. Now write down this series n varies from 0 to infinity equal to n varies from 0 to infinity, replace n by n plus 1, so an plus 2, n by n plus 1, n plus 1, n by n plus 1 plus 1 means n plus 2 into x raised to n, means y equal to sigma an x raised to n, y dash is sigma an plus 1 into an plus 1 x raised to n, and y double dash is sigma an plus 1 n plus 1 n plus 2 x raised to n. Put these values of y, y dash, y double dash in given differential equation and find the value of a1, a2, a3 in terms of a0. Find the value of a1, a2, a3 in terms of a0 and put this value in y. Y is a basic solution, so y equal to sigma an x raised to n is solution of given differential equation. So remember formula of y, y dash and y double dash. Y equal to sigma an x raised to n, y equal to sigma an x raised to n. Y dash is sigma an plus 1 n plus 1 x raised to n, an plus 1 n plus 1 x raised to n. Y double dash is an plus 1 n plus 1 n plus 2 x raised to n. In each term n varies from 0 to infinity. Put these values in given differential equation. Find the value of a1, a2, a3 in terms of a0. Put this value in y. Put this value in this y. We get solution of given differential equation. By using this, evaluate first problem. Example first. Solve the differential equation y dash equal to y by power series method. Solution. Given differential equation is y dash equal to y. Denote this as equation number 1. Now solve this equation by power series. So assume that y equal to sigma. Assume that y equal to sigma an x raised to n varies from 0 to infinity, bit travel solution of equation 1 Denote this as equation number 2. Assume that y is sigma a n x raised to n is solution of this equation. Then y dash equal to sigma n is from 0 to infinity n plus 1 into x raised to n. Put the value of y dash and y in equation number 1 and find the value of a1, a2, a3. Therefore we get equation 1 become. Put the value of y dash is sigma n plus 1 x raised to n varies from 0 to infinity is equal to y is sigma an x raised to n varies from 0 to infinity. Write down expansion of this series. Therefore we get, first put n equal to 0, so a1, n is 0, so 1 x raised to 0 is 1, means only a1, plus n is 1, so 1 plus 1 2a2, 1 plus 1 2, so 2a2, x raised to 1 is x, means a1 plus 2a2x plus 3a3x square plus 4a4x raised to 4 plus dot dot dot. This is left hand side series equal to, on right hand side first put n is 0, then n is 1, n is 2 in this way, so we get a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus dot 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 in this way. Now equating the corresponding term and find the value of a1, a2, a3 in terms of a0. Now equating constant term. First equating constant term. Here constant term is a1 and on right hand side constant term is a0. a1 equal to a0 means we get the value of a1 is a0, first value. Then equating coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is 2a2. Here coefficient of x is a1, so 2a2 equal to a1, which imply that a2. Therefore we get a2 equal to a1 upon 2. We get a2 equal to a1 upon 2. Now we know the value. Now we know the value of a1 is a0, so a2 equal to a0 upon 2. So is equal to, write down a0 upon 2 factorial. 2 has 2 factorial because 2 factorial is 2 into 1 means only 2. Now equating coefficient of x square. Here coefficient of x square is 3a3. On right hand side coefficient of x square is a2. So 3a3 equal to a2. Therefore we get a3 equal to a2 upon 3. Now put the value of a2 here. a2 is a0 upon 2 factorial. So a3 equal to 1 by 3. a3 equal to first 1 by 3 and a2 is a0 upon 2 factorial. So is equal to a0 upon 3 into 2 factorial is 3 factorial. a0 upon 3 factorial is a3. Now again write down same series. Now equating coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x cube is 4a4 and here coefficient of a cube is a3. 4a4 equal to a3. Therefore a4 equal to a3 upon 4. a4 equal to a3 upon 4. Now put the value of a3 equal to a0 upon 3 factorial. Therefore a4 equal to 1 by 4 into a3 is a0 upon 3 factorial equal to a0 upon 4 into 3 factorial is 4 factorial, means a4 equal to a0 upon 4 factorial, and similarly a5 equal to a0 upon 5 factorial and so on. Put the value of a1, a2, a3, a4, a5 in y. Put all these values in equation second, means in y we get yx equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus dot dot dot. Here put the value of a1 equal to a0, a2 is equal to a0 upon 2 factorial, a3 equal to a0 upon 3 factorial, a4 equal to a0 upon 4 factorial, a5 is a0 upon 5 factorial. So we get equal to a0 plus a1 is a0 into x plus a2 is 1 upon 2 factorial into a0 x square plus a3 is 1 upon 3 factorial into a0 x cube plus dot 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 equal to, throughout a0 common here, a0 inside the bracket 1 plus x plus 1 upon 2 factorial x square plus 1 upon 3 factorial x cube plus dot dot dot. Denote this as equation number 3. Equation 3 is a solution of given differential equation, means equation 1. Now we know the series of e raised to x is 1 plus x plus 1 upon 2 factorial x square plus 1 upon 3 factorial x cube plus dot dot dot. Put this value here. This bracket is e raised to x. Therefore equation 3 can be written as y equal to a0 and this bracket is e raised to x, means y equal to a0 e raised to x is solution of given differential equation. Next, example second, solve the differential equation 1 plus x into y dash equal to py, capital P into y, by power series in x given that y0 is equal to 1, given the condition y0 is 1. Solution. First write down given equation is 1 plus x into y dash equal to py. Therefore we get, open this bracket, 1 into y dash is y dash plus x into y dash equal to py. Denote this as equation number 1. Assume that y equal to sigma a n x raised to n is travel solution of equation 1. Y equal to sigma n varies from 0 to infinity, a n x raised to n is travel solution of 1. Therefore y dash equal to, y dash is sigma a n plus 1 n plus 1 x raised to n. N varies from 0 to infinity. Put the value of y dash and y in equation 1. So equation 1 become, we get y dash is a n plus 1 n plus 1 x raised to n. N varies from 0 to infinity plus x into y dash. Y dash is sigma a n plus 1 n plus 1 x raised to n is equal to p, and right hand side y is sigma a n x raised to n. N varies from 0 to infinity. Write down its expansion is equal to a0 plus 2a2x plus 3a3 x cube plus 4a4 x raised to 4 plus dot 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 plus multiply by x, and this expansion we get a1x plus 2a2 x square plus 3a3 x cube plus dot 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 equal to, right hand side is p and its expansion is p into a0 plus p into a1x plus p into a2x square plus dot dot dot. Then simplify this term. First write down constant term a1 plus, now combine this term taking x common, we get 2a2 plus a1 into x. Now from this term x square common, we get 3a3 plus 2a2 into x square. Then plus x cube common, 4a4 plus 3a3 into x cube plus dot 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 equal to, right hand side is p into a0 plus p into a1x plus p into a2x square plus dot dot dot. Now equating constant term, equating their constant term, then equating their constant term. So a1 equal to pa0. Therefore we get value of a1 is pa0. Now equating coefficient of x, coefficient of x is 2a2 plus a1 and here coefficient of x is pa1. Then find the value of a2. Therefore we get 2a2 equal to pa1 minus a1. Therefore 2a2 equal to p into the value of a1 is pa0 minus a1 is pa0. Value of a1 is pa0. Therefore we get, this is p square minus p of a0. P square minus p of a0 means a0 common. Therefore we get a2 equal to, a2 is divided by 2. So p into p minus 1 into a0 upon 2. P into p minus 1 upon 2 into a0 means p into p minus 1 upon 2 factorial into a0 is value of a2. We get a1 is pa0, a2 is p minus 1 upon 2 factorial a0 means each value in terms of a0. Next find the value of a3 in terms of a0. So for that equating coefficient of x square. Now equating coefficient of x square. So 3a3 plus 2a2 equal to pa2. Therefore we get 3a3 equal to pa2 minus this term on right hand side become minus 2a2. Therefore we get p. Now put the value of a2 is p minus 1 upon 2 into a0. minus 2 into again a2 is p minus 1 upon 2 into a0. Therefore we get 3a3 equal to, from these two terms p minus 1 common, inside the bracket p upon 2 a0 minus a0, because these two cancel, remains only a0. Now a0 common, so we get p minus 1 a0 common, inside the bracket p upon 2 minus 1. Therefore we get p minus 1 into a0, inside the bracket LCM is 2, so p minus 2 upon 2. Divide by 3, we get a3 equal to p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 2 into 3 into a0 equal to p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 3 factorial into a0. We get the value of a3. Similarly, a4 equal to p minus 1 p minus 2 p minus 3 upon 4 factorial into a0. Put the value of a1, a2, a3, a4 in y in equation 1. Put this in y, yx equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus dot. Now we know the value of a1 is pa0, a2 is p minus 1 upon 2 factorial a0, a3 equal to p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 3 factorial a0, a4 is equal to p minus 1 p minus 2 p minus 3 upon 4 factorial a0. Put all these values here, so we get yx equal to first term a0 plus a1 is p a0 into x plus a2 is p minus 1 upon 2 factorial into a0 into x square plus a3 is p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 3 factorial a0 into x cube plus dot. Now from all these terms a0 common, inside the bracket 1 plus px plus p minus 1 upon 2 factorial x square plus p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 3 factorial x cube plus dot. Denote this as equation number 1 is solution of given differential equation. Now given the condition y0 is 1 means yx means x equal to 0. Put the value of y0 is 1 and x equal to 0 here. Therefore we get y0 equal to a0 inside the bracket 1 plus p into x is 0, so 0, x is 0, so plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, and given y0 is 1, so we get a0 equal to 1. Put the value of a0 is 1, we get yx equal to a0 is 1, so 1 plus px plus p minus 1 upon 2 factorial x square plus p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 3 factorial x cube plus dot is solution of given differential equation. Next, example number 3. Find the power series solution of x square plus 1 into y dash plus xy dash minus xy equal to 0 in power of x. Solution: first write down given equation, x square plus 1 into y dash plus xy dash minus xy equal to 0. Simplify this term, we get x square y dash plus write down xy dash plus y dash, and this minus term on the right hand side become xy. Denote this as equation number 1. This is given differential. Consider y equal to sigma n varies from 0 to infinity a n x raised to n is travel solution of this equation. Given differential equation means equation number 1. Therefore y dash equal to, y dash is sigma n varies from 0 to infinity a n plus 1 into n plus 1 x raised to n. Put the value of y dash and y in equation number 1. Put this in equation 1, we get equation 1 is first term x square into y dash is sigma n varies from 0 to infinity a n plus 1 into n plus 1 x raised to n plus next term x into y dash is again same term plus again y dash is again same sigma is equal to right hand side is x into y is sigma a n x raised to n. Now simplify this term, therefore x square. Now sigma, this sigma is a1 plus 2a2x plus 3a3x square plus 4a4x cube plus dot plus x, again same sigma is a1 plus 2a2x plus 3a3x square plus 4a4x cube plus dot plus again same sigma is a1 plus 2a2x plus 3a3x square 4a4x cube plus dot. is equal to, right hand side is x into sigma is a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube plus dot dot dot. Open this bracket, we get first term is a1x square plus 2a2x cube plus 3a3 x raised to 4 plus 4a4 x raised to 5 plus dot 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 plus here multiply by x, so a1x plus 2a2x square 3a3x cube plus 4a4 x raised to 4 plus dot 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 plus a1 plus 2a2x plus 3a3 x square plus 4a4 x cube plus dot 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 equal to, on right hand side, a0x plus a1x square plus a2x cube plus a3x raised to 4 plus dot dot dot. Now write down first constant term a1. a1 is a single term. Consider, write down this term in this way, first a1, then term of x containing two term a1x and plus 2a2x, x common, inside the bracket a1 plus 2a2 into x, then term of x square, blue color term a1x square, 2a2x square and 3a3x square. From this blue color term x square common, inside the bracket a1 plus 2a2 plus 3a3 into x square, plus from the violet color term x cube common, 1, 2 and 3 term x cube common, so 2a2 plus 3a3 plus 4a4 into x cube plus dot 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 is equal to, right hand side is a0x plus a1x square plus a2x cube plus a3 x raised to 4 plus dot dot dot. Write down same step on the next page, this one. Now equating their constant term, here constant term is a1 and here there is no constant term, means a1 equal to 0. Equating constant term, so a1 equal to 0. Equating coefficient of x is a1 plus 2a2 and here coefficient of x is a0. Now we know the value of a1 is 0, put a1 is 0, so 0 plus 2a2 equal to a0, so a2 equal to a0 upon 2. Now equating coefficient of x square, so a1 plus 2a2 plus 3a3 equal to coefficient of x square is a1. Now put the value of a1 is 0, so we get 0 plus 2 into a2 is a0 upon 2, or 2a2 equal to a0 plus 3a3 equal to 0, because a1 0, a1 0. So we get 3a3 equal to minus a0, so a3 equal to minus a0 upon 3. We get a1 is 0, a2 is a0 upon 2, a3 is minus a0 upon 3. Now equating coefficient of x cube, 2a2 plus 3a3 plus 4a4 equal to a2. Coefficient of x cube a2. Now put the values here, 2a2 is a0 plus 3a3 is minus a0 plus 4a4 is equal to a2 equal to a0 upon 2 plus a0 minus a0 cancel, 4a4 equal to a0 upon 2, so a4 equal to a0 upon 8. Put the value of a1 is 0, a2 is a0 upon 2, a3 is minus a0 upon 3, a4 is a0 upon 8 in yx and so on. Put all these value in equation second, means in yx equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus dot 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 is equal to a0 plus a1 is 0, so 0 into x, plus a2 is a0 upon 2 into x square, plus a3 is minus a0 upon 3 into x cube, plus a4 is a0 upon 8 into x raised to 4 plus dot dot dot. From the right hand side a0 common, so here 1, then next term plus 0 into x is 0 plus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 plus x raised to 4 upon 8 plus dot 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 is solution of given differential equation, is general solution of given differential equation. Dear friend, subscribe this channel and share to our friend. Thank you.